for Dennis Smith against Kevin Spielek both time.
And the one ominous thing out of those figures is that in the first set of statistics,
41.
Smith is hitting 20-odd ton pluses to Della's about 14. So that could be ominous for Della. This lad might outscore him.
Smith hit that brilliant 10-darter as
64.
well against Kevin Spielek, the first leg of the final set in that game. The least start so far in the tournament. Anything better than that will win 25 grand.
140.
First to get 3 sets is the winner. There's 5 legs per set. And as John's indicated and Jeff Stelling's indicated, this could go right down to the super wire.
All or nothing. You're on your way home if you
140.
lose. The winner into the quarters.
Still bits of Christmas tinsel around the Circus Tavern. This
59.
is the 4th day of the tournament. It climaxes on Sunday. And I'm a bit worried about this, John. These players like Taylor and people patting each other on the back, I think there should be a little bit more needle in this competition.
100.
I think there's a bit of needle in this match.
Exactly, there's no... Yes. Yeah. They'll be keen to stitch each other up, these two.
85.
Lots of Christmas cards for Smithy there, not sent by Della. Smith's wife Lynn there, and wrapped.
And if that's a greyhound on that card, I'm not surprised he's given up training, Sid.
66.
Because our cat can't run
Dennis,
as
you
fast as
require
any greyhound.
156.
So 2 treble 20s and double 18. Della waiting on 110 in his opening leg.
60. Keith, you require 110.
Della
56
peppering the
left.
60 with lots of chalk, topsy once.
90. Dennis, you require 96.
96 coming in, 160 for double 18. 60.
So Della's going to come back for double 10.
88.
Smith
Keith, you
leaves
require
himself
20.
on 8. For first blood, half an inch inside, and
Game shot on the first leg. Keith Della.
Eat your heart out, Jim Curry. This boy looks like
Second leg. Dennis to throw first. Game on. $140.
yes, that checking out, Sid. We saw the stats earlier. Della 9 out of 16. I think any dart player would be happy with that sort of percentage strike rate. Could well turn out to be the determining factor.
Yep, whoever wins this one goes into the last 8 to join Bristow
140.
and Taylor and Priestley.
But Smith, 2 140s on the trot, in the groove. Will want to stay there.
60.
Yeah, Dennis looks like an ex-biker, Hell's Angel image.
60.
Keith looks like a choir boy who suddenly found out that there were other things in life. Looks really determined. Always could psych yourself up.
180. Dennis, you require 161.
Della just 16 behind, but not on a finish, of course, so could do with a decent treble here, though.
60.
Well, that was a bit sloppy because it doesn't really pressure this shot. Della is looking to leave himself a 2-darter.
45.
Got away with it, Smith. Should
Dennis,
still win
you
this
require
leg now.
101.
Looking downstairs. Yes, 44 left. 12 for double 16. Della back on 132. And he'll have a go. Almost certain to go for the ball
Keith, you
here.
require 132.
50 double 16. Now then, treble 19 for the bull.
Unlucky.
He'll have to go for treble 18, I guess.
48.
Well, in fact, happy
Dennis,
to
you
leave
require
himself in the end
16.
on 84, but he may not come back.
Double 8 coming in to make it level at 1 leg each.
Game shot in the second leg. Dennis Smith.
Yes.
Third leg.
Don't
Keith
blink when
to
this one's on
throw
foot.
first.
This
Game
could
on.
go down to the very last dart of the last set. There'll be no handshakes and pats on the back here. These two
41.
mean business. The way the Capone mob did.
$140.
Still, that's a good reply to Della's rather disappointing 41 and gives Smith a chance to break. Both legs have gone with the throw. Great chance here now for the
60.
Wiltshire man.
Might hit the flight. Did, but it still went in.
There you are, another 140.
140.
Well, is it 2 140s in the previous leg? 2 140s here, and there they are recording them.
Logging all the shots down there on computers. Bringing an instant
100.
averages, percentage shot outs, the works.
And when you see the stats flash across your screen, folks, that's where they're coming from. Derek and Pax.
100.
The lads behind the scenes who feed us all that useful information.
Well, it makes a change from somebody stood with a flat hat and a piece of chalk, John.
140.
Been a good leg,
Dennis,
this
you
for Smith.
require
And that's
121.
a good effort from Della. Now then, 104 left. That leaves the bull. Will he go for it? Della's on 160. Where's
Game shot in the third leg.
Great.
Dennis Smith.
By Smith. 12 errors. Just what he needed against the throw.
Fourth leg. Dennis to
And
throw
it brought
first.
John Gwynn out of his
Game
chair
on.
like a Harrier jump jet.
That was terrific, Sid. Started off with 2 140s, finished off with a 1-2-1. Looks in mean mood.
So
100.
two fancy bull finishes we've seen today. Dennis Priestley doing the 170 and equaling with Steve Raw the top shot of the tournament.
100.
And when we see the stats again, John, in a couple of legs' time, it'll be interesting to see who is winning the ton plus line. Because this lad had a better average before the game of ton pluses. Smith.
Well, Smith's got the big scores at the beginning of legs.
81.
Della's been forced to get the big scores towards the end to try and keep himself in.
So it could be as delicately balanced
100.
as a seesaw, with Humpty Dumpty on one end and Cyril Smith on the other. It could just go anyway, this one.
100.
I don't know whether Cyril Smith watches darts on the box, but I don't think Humpty Dumpty does.
$97.
Well, we just had Dennis Priestley walk past the box, giving us a victory salute. At least I think that's what it was.
$84.
Things looking a bit ominous for Keith. Here to pressure that shot, needs to turn 40. Ogor lied, comes for cover, rushes for cover.
96.
To leave 108.
Dennis, you require
Smith has a chance
136.
here. Already checked out a 121. Needed the two trebles though. And 16 will put Della under pressure. 108.
96.
Could be 19s.
Keith, you require
Sorry.
108.
Some people would go, but it looks as though he's settling himself for either the 20s or the 18s. So he'll go to no, he's coming down for treble 16, and he's got it. Tops.
88.
Just about a quarter of an inch out.
Dennis, you require 40.
This for the first set. Tops. That is a mile away. I think there was a little peep in the crowd. Yeah.
I do not need
Bad order. Bruce Spendley gives the crowd the hard word. Dennis wants double 10.
20 score.
Now, the one thing that Smith mustn't do is let her get to him, although it is an important
20.
moment, one has to say. May
Just
not come back
giving
again.
evil eye at the loudmouth. Double 5. This to save the set. One chance to save the set. Della. Fold.
15 score.
Now it's keep composure time
Dennis, you require 20.
for the set. Back to double 10. With deliberation up to the hockey. And away we
Game
go.
shot on the first set.
Time well.
Dennis
I
Smith.
think you have to say, Sid.
Poetic
that
justice,
was a
John.
Terrific.
There was a shout from the crowd, some idiot, at the last minute before he threw for the double the first time. So it's all cooking up now. Della's going to need all his psych and all his experience to handle this guy Smith, who was the highest score earlier of averaging hundreds.
The very best of all.
Could be a bad time for Della, but you never know. Back in a tick.